Well, we're fairly new to the rural area. We opened a centre here in Feeney about 2 years ago now. And it was actually Caroline from Rapid had approached us at the time to see if we wanted to get involved with the project. I thought it would be a brilliant idea from a management point of view, and that it would be a great way of getting the word out there and letting people know that we'd opened a new centre and that we worked with people with learning disabilities. But I suppose the thing that I thought was really good about it was that it fitted with the whole Destined ethos of empowerment, where we would empower people with learning disabilities to have their say and tell their story. So the comic project enabled us to do that, and it allowed the members to tell their story of their lives and how they found it growing up with learning disability.
The process of the comic was about a professional artist taking a recording, any answers to questions, reading each one and making a coloured magazine to everyone that done their story on their disability. And the comic was in lovely colour, and also to the great description of what each and every one of us looked like in our story of our disability.
You've seen from Sharon, obviously it's had a really positive impact in terms of their confidence and self-esteem. You know, a lot of the people that we work with here in the centre have been isolated and excluded, some of them for quite a long time. So for them to actually tell their story in their own words, you know, is a huge deal for them. And I think the whole process in which the comic project enabled them to do so was great, you know, because it was over a long period of time, and they were able to build their confidence as time went on and things progressed.
Mine looked like just me. The sophisticated black frame around the magazine was lovely as well, and it was nice for each and every one of me and my colleagues to have that pride on display in the Verbal Arts Centre in London, Derry for a while before summer, and for everyone else to see what we achieved.
It was very interesting. Obviously we're two completely different organisations. We come from two completely different backgrounds, and I know that Uproar Comics usually focus on doing zombie comics, and obviously this was something very different. You know, this was real people, real lives, and you know, their personal stories. I was quite conscious at the beginning that maybe, you know, I wasn't sure what way it was going to work out, because obviously these stories need to be told with empathy and sensitivity, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but it actually worked out, you know, very well. They had a lot of patience, and we kept in regular contact. And I think once they actually started working on the stories and they heard the members' stories, they actually, you know, felt as if they knew the people as well, and they wanted to do them justice and do their stories justice. So it was a really interesting collaboration, and like I say, we're two very different organisations, but I think the end result was brilliant, and it was a result of the two organisations coming together and working together as best they can. The success factors, obviously the main one from my point of view is the effect it's had on the members, and as I've said, about their confidence and self-esteem. You know, and I do feel that it's been really positive as well in raising awareness about disabilities and different types of disabilities, because obviously the members that were involved, you know, they all have different learning disabilities. So, you know, it's been great for them on a personal level, but it's also been great as well for raising awareness in the community. You know, a lot of people have said that, you know, they weren't aware they were aware of the people, but they weren't aware of what actually their disability was, and they found it really helpful. So it's been great from that point of view as well. Developed a relationship with the different organisations that were involved, Uproar Comics we worked really closely with, over a number of months to get the comics completed. So, it's a good relationship, and I know the members have been on their website, checking out what other work they do, and they're interested now in the company. Rapid approached us at the beginning about participating on the project, and since, we've had contact with them about other things, and if any other projects have come up that they've thought might be of interest to us, they're able to pick up the phone and give us a ring and tell us. And obviously the Verbal Arts Centre, we've built up a relationship there as well. I know once the projects were completed, they were put on display in the Verbal Arts Centre over the summer, and then obviously we attended the launch. For many of our members, that was their first time in the Verbal Arts Centre, and it was nice for them to see their work displayed on the walls. So that's 3 relationships that we formed with 3 different organisations that we wouldn't have had much, if any, contact with before the project.